keeping the ball and not turning it over, is going to pay off in the game.
Same. I think one, he works. He's worked at it. He's plays multiple positions. But where I think Jordan's improved the most is defensively. I think offensively, he's one of those guys really when he gets his feet set and shoots it, I think it's going in. And he's become a terrific downhill driver. He's been able to start scoring at all three levels. But defensively, he's gotten better. But he said it, the competition that he and Shaq and Z and we're getting Chaz there. That's every day in practice. They honestly they play the way they practice, and that's why they've gotten better.
Jordan, did you feel like in the second half right here that you had to kind of take over because of the foul trouble, or did you feel like it was more just the flow of the offense and you were taking your shots?
Really flow of the offense and my teammates. We all have the next man up mentality. We know we faced a little bit of adversity throughout the game, but we knew we just had to step up to the plate and handle business. So we were all ready for the moment, and it could have been everyone that came in the game made a big impact.
Jordan over here, can you walk us through that last segment so that when you catch the ball maybe at the timeline, are you thinking they're going to run another defender at you and you're going to have to find somebody, or were you just thinking you're looking right at the rim?
Really, I saw the ball bounce, and I just gave it to the reps so everyone could get set up. And then as soon as Igor popped open and he gave it back, I just saw my defender keep backing up, and he just kept backing up, and he was just dead in the water. And it was too late for them to send a double because it was probably 2 seconds left. And I was already at the rim at that point, but we executed it perfectly.
I'm going to give you a little history lesson on that play. I was an assistant coach in 1980 at George Mason University. We didn't have a big recruiting budget, so we decided, Joe Harrington, the head coach, said we need to put out a monthly newsletter to all the coaches within a 250-mile radius and try to get George Mason on the map. And so I worked with our SID, and we came up with a segment of it where we were going to we called it Coach's Corner, where we were going to ask different coaches around the D.C. area or wherever to put together their favorite play. And so my first time I drove over to DeMatha High School and asked Morgan Wooten, legendary coach at DeMatha, I said, Coach, you've been doing this a long time. I need you to give me your favorite play. And he said, okay. And he gave it to me. That's the play we ran today. So that play's been around a long time. And but Morgan, God rest his soul, was, again, it was his play and the first one we put in that newsletter that year.
I saw one more hand up, so go to Mike for the last one.
Jordan, how different is it playing over to your right? How different is it playing without Zakai for that long of a stretch, and why is this team able to do it with guys like Bishop stepping in there, what you're able to do, what Darlin Stone's able to do?
Really, again, it's the next man up mentality, and everyone was ready and just going back and forth in practice and just competing and just having that mentality of getting better every day. Whenever you step foot on the court, it's no different, and everyone has a job on the team, and when you go in there focus on it, it makes it a lot easier.
All right, thanks. Overcome all the foul trouble. Some of y'all main guys not playing great tonight, still went on the road.
Man, it's tough, and I think that just goes to show that we're still coming into our own. We're still trying to figure each other out. We still have guys coming in and playing big games. We still have guys trying to figure out what else they can do to help the team. And I think that's important going in. I think everybody just has to take a step back and really, step into that confidence that we're the number one team, including me. Step into that confidence, being more confident offensively. I think some of the guys were a little bit more lax, including me, and not trying to push the issue as much. We got to play with confidence. That's the only way we're going to get far. So I think we were able to, do that at the end of this game, and I think we're going to continue to get better and better as we go on.
Jordan Gainey, the best sixth man out there right now?
Oh, absolutely. It's no question. There's no question about it. And if he wasn't there, I would say D Stone. If D Stone wasn't there, I would say Cade. I think our roster, especially on the bench, is deep. You saw Bishop Boswell, a freshman, come in and honestly, he did everything we asked of him and even more. And he's as unselfish as it comes. He's gonna have a great career here. So I think JG, yeah, he's nice. Best sixth man for sure.
What was your view of Jordan's play?
Oh, I was on the side. I kind of knew the play that was gonna happen. Pretty much just ready to stay there if he needed an outlet, but I saw he was going to the basket. So just trying to see if I had time to offensive rebound or anything like that to help the play out. But he finished the job.
I think he said he thought it was going in as soon as he put it off the glass. Do you think it was it?
Yeah, when you're a hooper, he probably felt it. He knew exactly what play he was going to do. It was like he was playing at the park. So he knew right when they let it go. He's like, oh yeah, that feels like a good layup.
What is the goal of that play? Is it ball handler gets the rim and options to pass, or what's going to be the other options there?
It's just point guard go. Point guard go. We don't have a lot of guys that can guard guys downhill. They decided to press up, which was, it's a hard thing to do. And when he's going downhill like that, it's only so much you could do on your heels, So he was able to make a great play.
What does it say about Jordan's development for him? I think he played 15 minutes of point guard in the second half and not turned the ball over, and the offense does still run at a pretty crisp rate.
I think JG has always been that good. I think JG has always been able to do that. I think, like you said, his offensive skills is definitely developed, but that's just how he plays, man. And I think that's, like I said, coming into his own. And different guys this season, you're going to see it. Different guys in different games are going to have their breakout games. We have guys on this team that aren't even scratching the surface, including, me and C and Chaz. I'm telling you, it seems like we have great games already in the season, but it's going to get even better, and it's going to be games that will surprise some people.
What did it mean for D-Stone? He hasn't really had a lot of opportunities so far, but to step in there in the second half and hit the floater, hit the block, hit the three,
D-Stone is the definition of a hooper. He, through and through. You put him in a game in an environment like that, and you just give him the ball, tell him to go, he's going to go get a bucket. That's just D-Stone. And he's been trying to work around the other stuff like defense, like passing, like screening. And I think he's developing that as fast as he can. He's doing a great job of it. But when you get him in an environment like that, especially a hostile environment, he doesn't think twice. He knows how to hoop. He's been able to do it, in his past schools, and it's just something that's always been in him. So it's not a surprise to me how he's hoop. It's just a matter of how many he's going to do that and, in what games.
Kind of game and win it the way y'all did.
We're tough. I mean, everything was against us. Crowd was loud. The refs, weren't helping, and we just had to stick together and pull this off. So we're some tough dudes, and I think we showed it in this game till the end from the beginning. We got to build on this one. That was an important win for us for sure.
How impressive was Jordan, not just his last play, but that whole second half?
Jordan is always impressive. Every time he steps on the court, when one of our guards needs a sub, we know JG's gonna come in, and we're not gonna lose a beat because we're like I said, we're tough, we're deep. Even though some guys had foul trouble, we still managed to win this. And JG definitely helped us. This last shot is the top of the iceberg. So we're really happy to have him.
Walk us through that last play from your perspective.
I set the screen, I got the ball, passed it back to JG, he did the magic.
Rick talks a lot about making an impact on the game when shots aren't falling. He wasn't a great shooting night for you, but felt like you did a lot of other things well. Just how were you able to stay locked in into the game when your offense wasn't at its best?
Just gotta help my team win, So it was through rebounding, playing defense. We started switching in the second half. I feel like I did a okay job. We'll see in film, but I feel like I helped us win today, and that was the most important for me. I'm gonna shoot it better for sure in other games. Just gotta build on this one and get better.
Jordan said you guys work on that last play every day in practice. Did it unfold the way you guys work on it every single day?
We work on it, and I mean, you can ask Coach Rick. He just gave us a story that's one of his favorite plays ever. So it works, and if Coach Rick tells us to run it, we're gonna believe it with all our hearts, and it works. What can I say?
How valuable was D-Stone there in that second half? Some really good plays.
Oh my God, he came in. He made that three. I think he blocked the shot in the first half. He made a three in the second half. The floater, insane. I was on the court with him. I was screaming. I was yelling. I was so happy. That was, everybody who stepped on the court was valuable for us. JG, Bishop, D-Stone, everybody. So great team win.
Anything else for Igor?
Come here, brother. The man of the hour.
All right,
Thanks for the pass.